Hi folks, Champagne Friday again. And this time, Philipponnat, some beautiful wines from Philipponnat. You know this house that was created in 1522 and it's got a wine called that, basically from Ailly and especially from Le Lion, 70% Pinot Noir. Even more famous is Claude Gouas. And Claude Gouas is actually the first single vineyard wine in Champagne. And they had it for such a long time, just for connoisseurs. Today, people have understood that this is something really great. And even greater, because it takes such a long time before it gets full maturity, is looking at the neighbor, Bollinger, RD, late discoursed, recently discoursed. LV, long vieillissement, long time aging. So they keep some of the vintages, very selective, small collection of some really great vintages, and disgorge, in this case, in 25. Label it this way, and you get the perfect maturity and the freshness at the same time. The place, Claude Gouas, what is that? It's one of the steepest. It's said to be the steepest. I don't know if that is really correct, but it's one of the few places where Christian Polocher has been skiing directly from the slope out across the road. It's in Marais-sur-Graillet, so it's a Premier Cru, but one of the most famous spots in Champagne. It's planted with 65% Pinot Noir, but very often it's up to 72-73% Pinot Noir, and in certain vintages even 100% Pinot Noir. So it's the Pinot Noir that gives the backbone. So, time to taste. 2018, the new cuvée of 1522. You know that 18 is one of those almost perfect vintages, but a little bit shy, perfect structure, very hyped. It takes some time before they become so impressive as people praise them from the start. So a little bit shy on the nose, but beautiful notes together. It's basically very much on the red apples. It's also a little bit on the soft dark chocolate notes. The leather hints are evident on the palate. How often do you taste leather? Never, but you can sense the taste of leather on the palate. Beautiful fruit, very dry, serious stuff. You need to have food. A little bit short today, you need to age. The new vintage of Claude Gouas, first time I taste. Let's see my impressions. Sometimes when you have a new vintage of Claude Gouas, it's so restrained and so close that it disappoints you. But here, already from the start, you see that the color is quite open and quite golden. And also nose. You have a lot of petrol-y, very individualistic, personal styles. It's very rare that I find something extraordinary evident, but I can't find the word. But one word I find is lychee. I have those kind of notes. Exotic but oily. Yeah. I close my eyes because there are so many things to find. It's a fight between different parts. So the wine is absolutely not ready. But the energy, the nerve in this wine, the freshness of the acidity, the intense fruit, and the richness, remarkable. But age, very long time. So I was a little bit surprised that the color is not reddish. It's more golden in the 2000. Why is that? Because there was one thing that Charles Philipponnat told me early on. You will always recognize the 2000 vintage, which is the darkest we ever made. And I was surprised because 2000, most of those wines were not that red or that dark. It's golden, it's quite dark, but it's 25 and a half years old. Lovely. Lovely bouquet. As always with those wines, the nutty notes, the hazelnutty complexity, which is coming from Ailly, in this case Mareuil-sur-Ailly, is extremely strong. There is also an iron note and even magnesium, which is the case in the soil. It's a bit nerdy to say that, but it's actually the thing that you find in the Mareuil-sur-Ailly Lydie from Celos, and you find it here as well. A lot of boiled vegetables, a lot of fish oil, together with those more classic notes. Let's taste. Caressing smoothness, vibrant freshness, multifaceted complexity. Thank you, Sean, for keeping this wine and giving us this pleasure. Clos de Gouas, one of the great champagnes.